Hi, I'm Michael. Some of you may recognize my voice from Holly and Michael on Playboy Radio, Sirius XM. Some of you may be my face from Discovery Channel, ABC, Nightline, and Playboy TV. I want to share my story with you. A lot of people look at a guy like me and say, there's no way he would ever suffer from low testosterone. Well, don't judge a book by its cover, because it was a major problem in my life. How do you know if you have low testosterone? Well, age is one way. Make sure when you get your blood work done, you ask your doctor. But other ways you know, symptoms of low testosterone. If you're feeling weak, if you're feeling lethargic, tired, fatigued, lack of focus, your concentration isn't that good, your libido isn't what it used to be. Guys, we all want to feel like men, but our erections aren't as firm or as hard as they had been once before. These are all symptoms of low testosterone. 2001, I was on my way to consult on patients at a university clinic. Got out of the car. As I was exiting my vehicle, there was oil on the ground that I didn't see, slipped and fell. A little to the left, a little to the right, would have been fine. No, I hit right in my coccyx area, basically destroying my L5-S1 area, a little bit up and a little bit down. And I spent the next 2 weeks in traction in the hospital. Then for the next 4 years, I was in rehab, both inpatient and at home. Couldn't work. Had to relearn how to walk. When you're in that kind of pain, of course they're giving you medication. They want to relieve your pain. A pain management doctor's job is to relieve your pain. And I thank my physicians for allowing me to get to the point where I am today. But the problem with medication, pain meds for me, is a side effect. Not only does it lower, but in my case, it cut off my body. I stopped producing testosterone. 4 years to recover before I could finally go back to work. Then in 2008, I was a victim of a hit and run. So I had surgery in March of 2009. Common sense would tell me, especially with a research background, come off the pain meds, my body will kick back in. No, it didn't. Tried many things. What I didn't want to do was use testosterone replacement therapy, simply because medicine caused it. I didn't want to use more medicine to fix it. To me, it was like putting a Band-Aid on a huge open wound. In March of 2010, I had my blood work done again. Normal nanograms per deciliter for a man is 348 to 1197. That's the range they use on this test. You'll see here that mine, 1 year after my surgery, was 258 nanograms per deciliter. I'm 90 points away from the low end of the range. Free test, the direct, well, that range, that scale is 6.8 to 21.5. I was at 3.4. That's half of what they consider the lowest. What I want to share with you is what brought me here today and the birth of TestaZone. Before getting into radio and TV with my beautiful bride, I had a lot of experience in medical research. My undergrad years, now in school to get my PhD. I didn't want to rely on medicine anymore. Unfortunately, it had caused the symptoms I was suffering from. Low testosterone isn't a disease. It isn't. It's a symptom of many, many, many things. I've been experimenting for a few years with natural remedies. I didn't want to go to shots, injections. I didn't want to go to patches or gel for many reasons. One of my biggest concerns with the gel was, even though research doesn't say whether or not it will transfer, I had a very young daughter. The last thing I wanted to do was transfer testosterone to her. I wanted to find something that would boost my testosterone naturally. Because again, we know, when we look at the research, that if you boost your testosterone, it's a great chance that your libido, your energy, your mood, all that goes up with it. So to me, that was where I needed to hone in on. How can I boost my testosterone? But do it naturally, so that my biofeedback doesn't turn off. I want my brain to communicate with my testes, keep doing what it can do, but how can I assist? How can I just push it a little more? And through my own experiments, I found which ingredients worked based on the research and based on what I was experiencing better than others. The problem was I couldn't get all those ingredients in one product, because I knew 4 ingredients through my own experimentation, through research, that were time tested And when I say proven, I mean in real people, getting real results. So I'm looking for those 4 products. I stacked multiple products just to get what I believed would work. And then when I did it, I experienced the results. One of the ingredients a lot of products use is yohimbine. I made sure not to take that. I'm going to share with you why. Unfortunately for yohimbine, it's something the FDA is considering pulling off the market. But I focused on the ones that did have research, that did do studies, and then I experimented. And I found ingredients that I recognized were making a difference. I found 4 different brands with the product. Each brand had one of the main ingredients I wanted. But it was expensive. To get the maximum daily recommended dose, I wanted to start seeing results. Let's keep in mind, just because it lists the product doesn't mean it's giving you even the minimum dose recommended to have any effect. But I didn't want the minimum, I wanted the maximum. I'm out with friends and family. They're asking me advice. What do you do to stay in shape? I'm thinking, if you only knew. They're asking me for feedback on their couch potato, but they don't want to look like a couch potato. I shared with them the stack that I was taking. I shared with them how I came to those 4 ingredients. I shared with them how you need to make sure you're taking this specific dose, which is the maximum daily recommended dose, and they loved it. One complaint though, it's too much trouble to get it from 4 different sources. I agreed, absolutely. They were getting benefits, I'm getting benefits. We're happy with our benefits, but it was difficult to order from 4 different sources. Enough is enough already. I have a very, very close friend for over 20 years who's in the supplement business. And I should have thought of it sooner. I went and had my testosterone levels checked again before approaching him. And whereas I showed you in March of 2010, I'm at 258 on a scale of 348 to 1197. Now, my blood work is showing that I'm in the high 600s. My libido's increased, my concentration has come back, my focus. So it's nice, I'm seeing improvements. Think of it as a funnel. We start here and we want to put it all in, and we want to find out what is and isn't working. So we'll take 1 or 2, see if it still has the same results, take something out, bring something else, and we keep coming down that funnel, and we keep coming down that funnel until we're at the bottom of the funnel. Is there a way for us to do this so myself, my friends and family, and men all over the world can actually get the same benefits and see the same results I am? He didn't laugh at me, he just laughed. And he said, "Of course, Michael. What do you need from me?" So we sat. A lot of meetings, phone calls, and TestaZone was born. TestaZone to me is the perfect stack, with not the minimum recommended daily dose, the maximum recommended daily dose, based on scientific reports, studies, trials, all of that. And you get what you pay for. I narrowed it down to the 4 best ingredients to naturally increase your testosterone. And that's all we put in TestaZone. Fenugreek seed extract, 4-to-1. Marijuana bark with a 4-to-1 extract ratio. Mucuna perens seed extract, which is standardized to 20% L-DOPA. And then Tonkat alley root with a 100-to-1 extract ratio. The 4 most powerful ingredients at their highest doses from the best sources. That's the foundation of TestaZone. Very proud of the fact it does increase muscle mass. It does increase your energy. It does increase and intensify your libido. It allows you to focus. It allows you to concentrate. Guys, it allows you to feel like a man again. And now I sit with my testosterone levels in the mid 900 range. If you're not happy with how you're feeling now or with your current testosterone replacement therapy, whether it's medicine or natural, do like me and my friends and family and others. Get what you pay for. Order TestaZone. Go to TestaZone.com or on Amazon and start experiencing the best there is.